أيها السيدات والسادة، أساتذة وباحثين، مواصلة لسلسلة المحاضرات العلمية بمؤتمركم الكريم، نرحب بالسيد الدكتور محمد صالح، المدير الإقليمي للصناعات الصحية بقطاع الشرق الأوسط وإفريقيا بشركة مايكروسوفت العالمية، والذي يقدم لحضراتكم محاضرة بعنوان مايكروسوفت Health Artificial Intelligence of the New Norm. وجدير بالذكر أن الدكتور محمد صالح يعمل ضمن فرق المقر الرئيسي للقطاع الصحي العام لبناء وتوسيع نطاق تقنيات الصناعة الصحية والحلول والكفاءات التي توفرها شركة مايكروسوفت لتحقيق علاقة قوية بين مقدمي الرعاية الصحية والعملاء والمنظمات الدوائية والخاصة بعلوم الحياة. كما يعمل الدكتور محمد صالح مع الآلاف من الموظفين والباحثين في مجال الصحة العميقة في شركة مايكروسوفت، يقودون ويدعمون التحول الرقمي للصحة السحابية والتعلم الآلي المتقدم للذكاء الاصطناعي والبلوك تشين وإنترنت الأشياء والابتكار باستخدام تقنيات ومنتجات مايكروسوفت أزور هايبريد. وعلى مدار 16 عاما الماضية في مايكروسوفت، أصبح سيادته خبيرا في تكنولوجيا صناعة الرعاية الصحية لتسريع وتقليل المخاطر في تنفيذ حلول الصحة العامة والتأمين الصحي والخدمات الاجتماعية التي تؤثر على حياة الناس وتغيرها. قبل انضمامه إلى مايكروسوفت، شغل صالح عدة مناصب في شركة IBM في الشرق الأوسط وإفريقيا لأكثر من 12 عاما في إدارة العديد من المشاريع الضخمة: مدينة الملك فهد الطبية، والقوات الجوية الملكية السعودية، وأرامكو والتأمين الصحي. والآن يتفضل السيد الدكتور محمد صالح بإلقاء محاضرته بعنوان Microsoft Health Artificial Intelligence of the New Norm.
شكرا دكتور تامر على المقدمة الجميلة اللي حضرتك تفضلت بيها. أنا بس بأكد إن صوتي مسموع والبرزنتيشن باينة إن شاء الله.
تمام يا دكتور، الصوت مسموع والبرزنتيشن تمام.
طيب أنا بس أبتدي يعني نخليها عربي إنجليش، يعني أحسن الأفضل إن شاء الله في المحادثة.
ماشي، هو يفضل اللي حضرتك يعني نبقى باللغتين، مفيش اي مشكله عند حضرتك.
تمام.
حابب تتكلم سلايدز كده بالانجلش، حضرتك حابب تتكلم ميكس عربي وانجلش، ده بالنسبه للاودينس.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والصلاه والسلام على رسول الله. طبعا بشكركم جدا، وشكرا للدكتور محمود نصر على المحاضره القيمه اللي قبل المحادثه بتاعتي. النهارده احنا راح نتكلم على مايكروسوفت هيلث ارتفيشال انتليجنس اوف ذا نيو نورم، اللي هي ازاي النهارده ناخد كل المحاولات الريسيرشر بيعملوها موفينج فورورد في مجال الهيلث اندستري، ونقدر نسبيد حته الريسيرش، ونقدر نعمل انوفيشن وديستركشن للتكنولوجي اللي احنا عايزين نعملها. النهارده في بعض التشالنجز اللي موجوده ولازم نبقى متفاهمين فيها. ديفينتلي قطاع الفارماسيوتيكالز والصيدله في مصروفات كبيره جدا بتتصرف النهارده وهتزيد، وبعض البروجيكشن اللي اتعملت 1.8 تريليون دولار هيعمل في انفاق في الفتره القادمه، وذلك لانه ظهر مجموعه من الكوفيد 19 وبعض الديسيزز اللي لازم يتعمل عليها انوفيشن وتعمل عليها ساينتفك ريسيرش. في بعض ما جينا نسال على موضوع الارتفيشال انتليجنس وماشين ليرنينج موفينج فورورد، فبعض الاستطلاعات الراي بتقول لك 64% من الناس اللي شغالين في القطاع الطبي والقطاع الصحي ديفينتلي الارتفيشال انتليجنس هتعمل انجاز، وتقدر النهارده تobtain مور داتا وانفورميشن وانسايت من الداتا اللي احنا اوريدي موجودين فيها. ديفينتلي عندنا كمان 150 بليون دولار they will be spent عشان بس مجرد لو دخلنا artificial intelligence في قطاع الميديكيشن دوزنج ايرور اللي كان فيها الدكتور محمود بيتكلم فيها، حته الكلينيكال ترايل اللي هي ازاي نقدر ناخد السايد افكتس، نقدر نعمل ديجيتال فيدباك لوب عشان نقدر نحسن المنظومه بتاعه الكلينيكال اوبريشن موفينج فورورد والاوبريشنز. ديفينتلي لسه حته الداتا والاناليتكس 41% في تشالنج النهارده في الداتا اناليتكس، وبالذات how we can utilize it في changing الدليفري موديل للفاليو بيزد كير. النهارده الموديل بتاعنا it's a budget based, it's a salary based, how to move it forward to the what we call it value based care. Definitely النهارده هنهايلايتس لازم يبقى we are considering النهارده الاوبجكتيفز جول بتاعتنا how to accelerate عشان عندنا situations بتاعت الكوفيد 19. meanwhile لازم consider كمان حته اللونج تيرم، يعني عندي شورت تيرم وميديوم تيرم، عندي لونج تيرم كمان. definitely عندنا النهارده الكرايسيس اللي احنا شغالين فيها من كوفيد 19. we need to change المايند سيت بتاعنا as a researcher من ان احنا we are managing the crisis to re-innovate the new era or the new future. ازاي النهارده تبقى is part of our life to reinvent and reimagine what after COVID-19. لأنه COVID-19 it is just a case. Maybe after a while we'll have another COVID or another disease. How we will mitigate the response and reimagine الactivity بتاعتنا moving forward. اللونج تيرم definitely عندنا shortage في الهيلث worker in general. فالresearcher he should think النهارده how to come up with the solutions to shorten go to market او number of patients to health workers، وبالتالي نقدر النهارده overcome التشالنج اللي موجوده بالنسبه للهيلث worker in general. based على الوضع القائم في كل country او في كل city او في كل مدينه. moving forward بس بنهايلايت ان الارتفيشال انتليجنس it's a huge range we can achieve, but for COVID-19 and based على الدiscussions اللي احنا عملناها مع I'm managing 83 countries across Middle East and Africa, we found that artificial intelligence should be on 3 tracks. The first one to the left, enhance patient engagement. ازاي النهارده ندي patients multiple product and technology to enhance personalized care. No more النهارده it's a generalized. Give some group of people medications. I need to give Mohammed a specific disease. He has a specific disease and I need to give him a specific drugs. So we call it personalized care. No more النهارده ان انا generalized اي vaccinations على populations. So النهارده حته البوبوليشن مانجمنت، حته البيرسوناليزد كير، ازاي ادخل في الايكويشن بتاعه البيرسوناليزد هيلث كير الناس اللي عندهم كرونيك ديسيز، اللي عندهم سكري، اللي عندهم اورام، اللي عندهم كل الكلام ده محتاج يتحط في حساباتنا as a personalized care. ازاي النهارده extend البيرسوناليزد كير واحط الجينومكس والاستادي اللي لازم تتعمل على الجينوم part of the personalized care. السكند بارت definitely عندي مجموعه من الداتا اناليتكس، وعندي مجموعه من الداتا وير هاوس، وعندي مجموعه من الارتفيشال انتليجنت ماشين ليرنينج الجوريثمز. ازاي النهارده اقدر اعمل امبروف على الليفل بتاع الكلينيكال والاوبريشن اوتكم. انا حطيت 2 اكزامبلز هنا، ودول التوب يوز كيسز، وهنشرح بديتيلز موجودين، اللي هي الكليم مانجمنت اوتوميشنز. ودي اوريدي الدول كلها شغاله في حته الكليم مانجمنت والهيلث انشورنس والسوشيال انشورنس. هاو وي كان ديتكت الاب يوز، هاو وي كان ديتكت كمان الفرود ديتكشنز على مستوى الكليمز. حاجه كمان الوكيشن اوف ريسورسز سبيسيفيكلي فور كوفيد 19. ازاي انا اعرف based على الانفورميشن اللي عندي next week maybe I'll have a peak for COVID-19 on a certain geographic. So how can I allocate resources؟ ممكن الريسورسز دي تبقى اشخاص، ممكن الريسورسز ده تبقى فاكسين. النهارده انا نازل في كل اغلب الدول بعمل تطعيمات وبعمل فاكسينيشنز بروسس، ان ازاي نعمل بريدكشن النكست ويك انا محتاج قد ايه من البروكيورمنت بتاعتي، محتاج اعمل ريسورسز الوكيشنز الستوك بتاعتي، الدراج بتاعتي اند سو اون. من ناحيه الكلينيكال ديفينتلي محتاج اعمل بريدكتيف كير جايدنس. يعني النهارده البروسيس اللي انا بلمها وباخد الاكسبيرينس بتاعتي من الكوفيد 19 ازاي احطها از جايد لاينز. النهارده في كلينيكال جايد لاينز في حته النهارده لو دخل لي حد في الامرجنسي عندي اكس كيس او واي كيس، انا عندي بروتوكول جاهز، كلينيكال بروتوكول ازاي اكت دايركتلي مع الكيس دي. ازاي نحط كمان الكوفيد 19 از بريدكتيف كير جايد لاينز. وبروتوكولز اقدر النهارده احسن واقول البروتوكولز اكس بيمشي مع البوبوليشن واي اند سو اون موفينج فورورد. ازاي ادخل حته الارتفيشال انتليجنس في حته التريتمنت والدايجنوسيس موفينج فورورد. ديفينتلي زي ما الدكاتره بيتكلموا على حته ريسيرش از فيري امبورتنت، واحنا موضوع المؤتمر كله على موضوع الريسيرش. ديفينتلي ازاي النهارده اكسلريت وسبيد اب حته الساينتفك انوفيشنز بالدراج ديسكفري اند الساينتفك ريسيرش. انا حاطط مجموعه من الحاجات اللي احنا اشتغلنا فيها از مايكروسوفت، مثلا زي السي دي سي، زي الان اتش اس في يو كي، في ايشيا باسيفيك فولابار اند ادابتيف. This is a use cases اتعملت already to approve ان احنا ماشيين في الرايت تراك ونقدر نعمل impact على مستوى الانهانس patient engagement, improve clinical and operational outcome واكسلريت scientific innovation. لو انتوا عندكم اي اسئله يا ريت تحطوها على الشات، واتمنى انه لو في اي حاجه بعد المؤتمر ان شاء الله نكمل معاكم. اما نيجي نتكلم على artificial intelligence وماشين ليرنينج، اغلب الناس بتروح على حته التكنولوجي وستوب. بس احنا از مايكروسوفت احنا we are putting 5 elements للartificial intelligence. It should be technology, yes, one. Second, it is about culture. ازاي اغير الكالتشر النهارده من artificial intelligence. اقدر احط ماشين learning algorithm to detect مثلا الكوفيد 19 في التشست من الاكس راي دايركتلي، واقدر احدد اللوكيشن. انا will give a tool to do that. النهارده ازاي اغير الكالتشر بتاعت الهيلث وركرز، الدكاتره الممرضين، ازاي اقدر استخدم التول ده immediately within seconds. اقدر ادي جايدنس للفيزيشن اللي بيعمل الاكس راي ان الكيس الحاله اللي عندي دي فيها كوفيد 19 اور نوت، instead of waiting للفيزيشن او الدكتور الاخصائي يقدر يشوف الاشعه بتاعتي moving forward. النهارده لازم في اي artificial intelligence tool او ريسيرش للارتفيشال انتليجنت لازم اعرف الامباكت. هل هو امباكت على مستوى البيشنت، هو الامباكت على الاوبريشن، هل الامباكت على الكلينيكال اوبريشن، ولا هي في الانوفيشنز. لازم اشوف الامباكت وكواليفاي الريتيرن اون انفستمنتس اللي بيتعمل. Definitely when we promote الارتفيشال انتليجنت، الاثكس، ازاي النهارده ميك شور ان الارتفيشال انتليجنت الجوريثم ده في فيرنس، في جفرنس، في شفافيه. النهارده ازاي اتاكد انه النهارده ما اقدرش اطلع معلومات المريض لاي حد يشوفها حتى لو كانت مايكروسوفت او لاي اورجانيزيشن، ازاي احتفظ بسريه المعلومات اند سو اون. دي بنسميها الاثكس، بتغطي حته السكيورتي والبرايفسي والاكسسبيلتي، مين اللي عنده اكسس على الكلام ده. وديفينتلي ازاي التكنولوجي دي تبقى اون ذا بيبل هاند. ازاي ادي النهارده لحضرتك وحضرتي والدكاتره والريسيرشر اديهم AI tools on their hands. دي بنسميها democratizing AI on healthcare. ازاي اعمل democratization للartificial intelligence on top of everyone. I'm not talking about patient, I'm talking about citizen, about doctors, about nurse, about a health worker, على الفاينانشال ليفل، على الهيلث انشورنس ليفل، على الفارماسيوتيكال ليفل. دول الخمسه dimension any researcher he need to start with. He need to consider definitely technology one part, but we need to have the culture and people and the impact and the ethics moving forward. Definitely going to the artificial intelligence, those عندنا 4 مراحل اللي هي بنسميها what happened، ودي موجوده already. وبعد كده why did it happen، ليه حصل الموضوع ده. Definitely اللي احنا we are looking especially for machine learning artificial intelligence we need to go for the predictive and prescriptive stage اللي هو what will happen, this is crucial for us and what should I do. So النهارده موضوع ان انا ادي guidance ازاي assess الديسيجن بتاعي، ومش اساس بس اديك ديسيجن او جايدنس اقول لك الكيس دي yes or no COVID, but what exactly the probability to give me a guidance based on the case I have to act and to engage moving forward. Definitely moving for the machine learning artificial intelligence, there is data capability. Most of the researcher he's going directly to the data capability about innovations, about data warehouse. But still, we need to go as a researcher, all of us, go for what we call it data culture. Data culture, how to get the engagement from the data, how to understand the maturity of data, and we need to get also what we call it digital feedback loop اللي كان الدكتور محمود بيتكلم عليها, getting the side effects. How can I study the side effect? How to close the loop from input, output, how we can get the output to be implemented directly to the input and get another iteration of accuracy and the quality of the process. So data culture is very, very important. أنا بدي بس مجموعة من الداتا capability دي كلها موجودة وأقدر النهاردة engage from tool perspective, from impact perspective, from ethics perspective, from people perspective. All that it is including on our offering as a Microsoft cloud, what we call it a cloud for the artificial intelligence. I will not go for all that, but I need just to highlight the last three. This is crucial. Yes, we can do data interoperability, exchanging data from system to another, data modernizations, cloud native applications. But today we need to go for the analytics and insights. Data science is very important. Most of our researchers, they need to go directly to take a courses for data science, how we build the pattern, and data governance, how we comply البوليسي والبروسيجرز بتاعتنا في الكونتري. أو النهارده ازاي احط البرايفسي والسكيورتي والبروتكشنز on top of my data moving forward. Definitely there is a business analytics and data science. So the data science, he's going for big data, for fast exploration, semi-structured and structured data. But the business analytics, this is what we call it the clinical analytics. And this is what we are needing that. So someone, technician, he's taking the picture from X-ray, CT scan, MRI, and he's waiting for the doctor, he's a business, to analyze the picture. So how we can build those together? This is a crucial now. How to eliminate, this is what we call it machine learning, artificial intelligence. He need to make more close between the data science and the business analytics together based on machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. This is crucial. Definitely characteristic of our data culture, it is about how exactly the data inside from the role perspective. Who's using data? How can I avail the data and give the accessibility for all roles? Patients, accountant, nurse, physician, on hospital, on clinic, on road, on vaccine stations. And the last one, how we can build skills and capacity within those people and those roles. So data capability and data culture, it's a unique potential for artificial intelligence, right research, machine learning, artificial intelligence applications. I don't need to go for that because I need to go, I need to respect. As a Microsoft, we have Microsoft Research AI centers. We have 8 research centers across the globe. We have a plus 20 AI related patent already exist. And we have almost plus 1,000 AI research paper published. And we are the first human party on vision, speech, and language. So let me highlight this one. I will switch off. Please, doctor, if you can see my screen, let me know. So from the research perspective, I'm just highlighting, and all the links and all the URL, you will have it on the documentations. I will be sending, and Dr. Tamer, he will be sending after the sessions. We have 25,000 publications on our research, Microsoft Research. Please utilize it. Please go and read and utilize, join the research community from Microsoft, publish your project or ask for a help or support on any projects. So this is from the research perspective. This is what we call it ethics. So we need to consider the fairness and the transparency, شفافية, who accountable, reliability, so how we can privacy and security and inclusion. Everyone is included in our systems. So building capacity, and please try to utilize what I'm showing you today. So as a Microsoft, we have artificial intelligence business school courses already available. You can take it for free, and also School of Business for healthcare. and machine learning documentation learning courses is already available. So try to go ahead and build what we call it data science and business analytics together. So you need to get those capability and skills on top of your skills right now. I will go quickly for the use cases. And before that, Doctor, do you have any questions? I can answer it now, or we'll take it end of my presentation.
At the end of the presentation, we didn't receive any questions so far.
Okay, so so Doctor, you mentioned for me that I need to give the researcher a tools moving forward and
Yes.
use cases for COVID-19. So I will start, before we start on the use cases, I need to just highlight this is a few use cases, and the URL of the complete set of COVID-19 use cases, it's already here. So let me show it to you and for the team. So this is what we call it democratizing AI in healthcare. It's a Microsoft, and we have multiple scenarios. So you can go scenario. You have multiple artificial intelligence machine learning. It's already there. So you can go clinical effectiveness or operational effectiveness. And all those capabilities and machine learning, artificial intelligence, you can find as the solutions. And you can have also navigate which solution you need to go forward. And you will find, for example, NRI. So you get more, you will go directly to get information about the NRI. This is one of the use cases. I will explain it after 2-3 minutes. So what exactly the solutions, the video, sometimes you found the source code you to start with from GitHub. So all the tools is already exist there. Also, Doctor, he did mention that how can I find application and solution to moving forward? So you can go also application source from Microsoft, and you have not only healthcare, you can have multiple of industry. If we go for the healthcare, so in this case, you have the healthcare applications, it's already there. And by the way, I need to go for machine learning, artificial intelligence. So in this case, we have 293 applications. So you can utilize, you can download it, you can utilize it. So we have multiple of applications and machine learning, artificial intelligence from Microsoft. This is your link. This is your applications. You can utilize it and you can use it. Plus also, I need to show this is exactly a good start about how can I find solutions. Did the solution already build as a researcher for storage references? Exactly, I need to have my learning on the machine learning, artificial intelligence. So in here, if we go for the solutions, it will give you exactly what the tool you need to use. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, this is your tools. All these tools already exist. And some of them, it is free of a charge. You can download it and provision it in your tenant, and you can use it directly. Also, if you need to have a learning, so I need to have my learning for artificial intelligence. I need to go, for example, machine learning. So this is a courses, you need to take it. And by the way, this is a course, automate. I will press here, automate machine learning, a model selection with Azure machine learning. And this is a course, start, use it. Okay, and you have as a beginner, data science, student, Azure machine learning. So you can go ahead and start this one just to give you the level 100, 200 of your skills. So we have multiple tools you can utilize. I will return back again to our presentation. And I did select some sort of top use cases we used on the COVID-19. But before that, how we can get all the data? So what exactly the data we have today? So we have electronic health records. We have electronic medical record. We have the hospital management system. We have the clinic information system. We have the imaging, X-ray, mammogram, CT scan, XYZ. We have also a data streaming coming from ECG devices, from the ventilators, from your bracelet or Fitbit. So all that is coming here. So how we can connect all this data together? So I put also here how we can inject and how we can enrich, get connected to most of data sets we have. We call it in Microsoft, it's a platform, we call it a FIRE platform, how we can connect. The new concept now, because you need to go ahead and prototype your research or a machine learning artificial intelligence applications. So based on the discussion between me and the doctor, so this is exactly the what you need to achieve, and also the tools you can use it on top of those. What exactly we need to achieve? Definitely clinical trial, one of the COVID-19, medical imaging analytics, care team collaborations, patient experience, disease registry, how we can classify our population from the disease registry. And after doing all that, especially the intelligence part, how we can consume it, either display it on team, going to Power BI as a report, a mobile app to disseminate the information, right information to doctor and physicians, web app so I can publish my paper, so others. So this is a platform, it's already called Microsoft Azure FIRE, and they are connecting your data sets to the outcome. So across all this enriching, precision, query, and prevision, and also the intelligence. Moving forward, this is a crucial now. One of the use cases today, it is a clinical trial. It's a mandate. So it's still, we have the tool to perform that. For example, we have our AstraZeneca, we have the China vaccine, and we have Moderna, and we have XYZ. But today, how we can help our community as a researcher to find what we call it clinical trial. So we have 4 main clinical trial use cases. And the tool, by the way, we are using a machine learning, artificial intelligence, natural language processing. We have websites also. We have a chatbot. So all that it is already exist, but we needed to have it, and someone or a group of people to get that clinical trial for vaccinations. So what we need to achieve, if I have 1, 2, 3, I'm starting from case number 1. So I have 3 vaccines. And I have Mohammed Saleh. So Mohammed Saleh, which vaccine he will be okay for him from the his age, from a lot of a checklist. I need to clinical checklist. He didn't have COVID-19 for the last 6 months. So I can determine single patient for a suitable clinical trials. The second use case, if I have a single vaccine today. I'm just giving example for vaccine, but you can apply for drug, for medication, for whatever. But if I have today one brand of vaccine, who is the best candidate for me to have that vaccine? Okay, so the third one, if I have multiple of vaccine, and this is a situation we have, and multiple of citizen and people, how can I do the match? Not by filtering, it's by machine learning, artificial intelligence, considering the feedback I got it for the last 6 months from the side effect, from the information from people, from the health information I collected about people, and the medical cases and the history of people. So how we can make multiple choice between multiple clinical trial and the population I have. The last one, verify single patients. If I need to verify single patient for a single trial, he is okay to take that clinical trial or that vaccine or not. This is a journey, so we need to start it now. So this is a clinical trial use cases, and we need it as a community, as a country, we need it. But we need the research community to start with us as a technology company and the research to build that on our country or other country moving forward. Definitely, this is one of the key elements, and we have it, multiple references on Middle East and Africa in general. So it's about, we started early with our L unit, is our Microsoft partner in Asia Pacific. Before COVID-19, we have what we call it cancer detections for chest cancer detections, and definitely breast cancer detections. I will focus here on the chest cancer detections. When COVID-19 came, we sit with the doctors and the data science and the business clinical decisions, And we come up with a model. We enhance the breast cancer detection model to include multiple or many use cases and data sets for COVID-19. By applying that and connect our algorithm directly to the back systems, the archiving systems within the hospital or the clinic, or to the machine directly, we can identify with a 1 minute any X-ray or CT scan 3 things. First of all, it's a probability of that case to be COVID-19. This is based on the COVID-19 progression on the chest. I'm not a doctor, physician, but we can say it's 90% COVID-19. Second, which location, and we can have the heat map for the chest, plus also for each spot or each location, we can have a rank from 0 to 10 that it is COVID or a cancer detections on that. So this is already exist. The link is there, and we avail also. You can try. So we have a trial version. You can go to the website for L units and prepare 1 or 2 or 3 cases, X-ray, DICOM formats, and you can test it moving forward. Also from Vola Park, during the COVID-19, we have mixed of chronic disease patients, we have normal patients, and we have the COVID-19 patients. We have a collections. So Vola Park, Vola Solutions, one of Microsoft partners using our technology and artificial intelligence and machine learning platform, they discovered that we need to predict the quality of the breast cancer screening across the country. So how we can check the quality before finishing the screening and going to the station, and because we don't have time to return back to the city or the village or to the same person, how we can judge about the quality of mammogram to be diagnosis view and a acceptable quality of diagnosis, accepted density of the mammogram. So we build a machine learning artificial intelligence to come up with please repeat the mammogram. It's not acceptable or green or red. So we can scan more and we can optimize the operation to get the data right. By using the one I just mentioned before, using what we call it breast cancer detection. So after we check the mammogram quality, Vola Park, Vola Solutions, we can go for the breast cancer detections, and we can identify also the collision on the breast, and we can also do the suspected cases to go for the second exam, and for each collision or each location of the collisions, we can have ranking also if it is a cancer or not. So moving forward also, one of the project of the research center from Cambridge, UK, from Microsoft, we call it NRI. It's how we can use AI for radiotherapy planning. Today, if you need to plan, inshallah, I hope no one from the call has anything, but if we need to plan for someone he has a brain cancer or tumor on brain, so how we can do the care plan or radiation therapy for him? We need to spend like a week or 10 days more or less to just decide what exactly the dose he needs to take. And one of the key elements to decide that, it is determine the size of the tumor, حجم or size بتاع الورم نفسه. فالsize of the tumor, but it's not right terminology. We need to determine the volume of the tumor. So what we did a machine learning artificial intelligence. You can send the MRI or the CT scan to the machine learning artificial intelligence within a minute. You can return back with a computer-based calculation about your volume, the tumor volume. And if you keep the tumor volume with the care plan, and after 6 months, you can repeat the same procedures again, you can determine if the dose it is effective, what exactly the impact of the dose radiation therapy against the volume, not the size, the volume of the tumor, and moving forward. We have multiple organs already available, and by the way, those algorithms already available on the GitHub. You can download it and use it. Definitely, you need to go for deep learning journey to just make sure that it is working in our country, in your organizations, and you are satisfied from covering the right organ. And we have like 7 organ, it's already available there. Definitely moving for genomics, if you need to have a project and you need to start on the genomics journey, getting open data sets, you need to go connecting to a sequencer, you need to do a drug to disease mapping, or you need to have multiple things on the research. You can go for genomics. We avail what is called Microsoft Genomics is already there. You can type Microsoft Genomics and you have the platform free for 1 month, and you can extend it and use it in your organization on your projects. And also, we need to consider that we have different analysis. So it's a primary analysis, secondary analysis, and tertiary analysis. And I put also multiple of Microsoft partner if you need to have an help or a partnership with them. You need to understand what exactly the genomics. Are you going to use the compute capabilities, or you need to have a storage for your genomics, or data sharing, or data analytics? So we cover all the capability you need from the genomic perspective, plus the platform moving forward. This is exactly one of the solutions, adaptive. They come up with, they need to analyze the immune system sequence they did. And by the way, 500 million record of genome. So they make the immune system sequence for the last 29 years they collect, and they are now studying the correlation between the COVID-19 and the immune system of different populations and different people on the country levels. So they are consolidating all this information and correlate informations, because they need to have something, maybe they will help on moving forward. It's not only about getting vaccine, so what else? So what else? They need to consolidate $500 million records for the last 29 years of data. This is another one for iris, and how we can detect it by machine learning, artificial intelligence remotely instead of going to the hospital. If you need to today to check your retina, so you need to go to the hospitals and you get 2 drops on your eye, and after that you need to get an X-ray, and after that you need to have a physicians to double check the X-ray, and you need to spend like 1 hour, 2 hours till you be okay. Don't drive, so you need someone to help you to do that. By COVID-19 moving forward and the new norm we are introducing, we avail a normal camera. It's not a normal camera. It is a scientific camera, so you can take a normal shot on your community, on the primary healthcare, or someone, he will come to your home and will take 20 shots left and 20 or 30 shots and rights, and he will send it to the machine learning artificial intelligence, so we can have detect early enough the damage of your retina if you have diabetic, or you have a high pressure, or you have a cholesterol or something like that. So we can correlate that and we can detect. It's a guidance, it's not a clinical treatment or something like that, and then it's already FDA approved and the clinical equipment certifications. So we can move ahead on the new norm. So how we can avoid going to the hospitals, physical connections, by using our machine learning, artificial intelligence, and Microsoft partner solutions. And this is the last one. So this is will be about how we can cater also the chronic disease patients, especially for heart diseases. So how we can monitor the ECG from home, and how we can detect the early enough the risks and the trend of your vital signs coming from home. And we call it IOMT. It is Internet of Medical Things, how we can connect all that together. The connecting and getting the data, it's a technology part, but the proper here, how we can get also the what we call it the medical things about the business decision, how we can get from the clinical and the cardiologic people to define define the what exactly the business outcome and the risk moving forward. So also this is another one. I'm sorry, this will be the last one. The hybrid artificial intelligence. One of the key elements for researcher to study, if I have a case across all what I mentioned, chest, breast cancer, retina disease detections, cardiology risk management. So I have multiple of machine learning artificial intelligence. How we can do the save what we have today, and I need after 6 months, 3 months, after 1 year, how we can correlate the outcome between what we have today and what we'll have after 6 months. So in this case, after 6 months, I can predict what exactly the next 6 months. So one of our great partners called Botken, hybrid artificial intelligence, he's saving the results of today. He's getting the digital feedback loop about the case, and he's combined the both cases and the treatment happen and the progress of the treatments, and he can predict what after 6 months or 3 months moving forward. It's a crucial now. Artificial intelligence is not a tool. It is about you as a researcher and the business people coming with the right use cases moving forward, especially for COVID-19. I will not go for HoloLens and augmented reality. Most of us, we have the HoloLens. It is a Microsoft product, and how we can utilize that on augmented reality and virtual reality, getting the 3 dimensions angle and capability for that. And we work with Philips, and we did a great job. I will not go for that because I need to respect the time. Also regarding how we can get physicians to, we call it ambient intelligence, how we can listen and get the translations between the doctor and physicians and get that from voice to text, and how we can take the text to be coded on ICD-10 or ICD-11 coding or symptoms, and I can have a virtual assistance doctor instead of physical connectivity and physical interaction between a physician and doctors. I will not go for that one. And by that, I put all the links, you have it. So don't worry, you will find your collateral, your comments. I'm willing to assess moving forward for a separate discussions with anyone he need to contact me through the university. And thanks, Doctor, and return back to you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mohammed Saleh, for your talk about Microsoft Health Artificial Intelligence of the new norm. And I will ask you now, I have only one question so far. When we can say we don't have the right to keep the privacy of the clinical information.
So how we can keep it, keep that or embed that on our discussions?
Okay, the problem, some people are caring about their privacy. So you are collecting your data from patients and they care more about the privacy.
Okay, great. So first of all, this is what I mentioned before we build something, we need to do the, what we call it, the ASICs on the development cycle, on the core of building the algorithm. Second, we can have, depending on what we call it, consent form. So we can include the consent form, so the patient, he can sign that his information will be shared, or what exactly the information to be shared. The third things, it is a trusted entity, لأن احنا بنتعامل النهارده مع Ministry of Health, بنتعامل مع your private hospitals or something like that. So we can have a contract or a consent form between the citizen and also the organization they handle their medical part. And we have multiple of what we call it, multiple of tracks. We can give it to them. Plus also the last one about accreditations. So we are compliant from the GDPR compliance, we have the HIPAA compliance, we have the ISO 9001, and we have multiple of certification and accreditation to make sure that we are not compromise the patient privacy and also the security and the protection of the citizen or the informations we are sharing.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. So I have another question. Do you have any now like an agreement with the Egyptian government or the Egyptian Minister of Health applying such intelligent and artificial intelligence program to Egypt?
Definitely yes. Our relation with the government is not within the community. We have engaging with our government of Egypt because I'm Egyptian. So we are engaging, and the local team of Egypt, they are engaging currently right now, especially for artificial intelligence machine learning algorithm. And we have a lot of engagement with the government of Egypt across all entities and across all industries. It's not only the health industry. So the answer is yes, we are working with them today.
Okay, so at the end of your session, I would like to thank you in behalf of Young Researcher Committee for your informative talk, and we will now begin with the third talk. Thank you, Dr. Mohammed.
Thanks very much, Dr. Tamer. Thanks for the invitation, and good luck all.